of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Mrs. Lowe. I will ask that Police Chaplain Minister Cedric Parker come and offer the invocation.
Let us bow our heads in prayer. Gracious and almighty God, we pause in gratitude on this special day, a day of honor, achievement, and new beginnings. We thank you for each graduate represented here, for their courage, their perseverance, and their commitment to serve our community with integrity and compassion. Lord, we ask for your covering and protection over them as they step into their calling to uphold justice and preserve peace. May their hearts remain steadfast, their judgment sound, and their actions guided by wisdom and fairness. Bless their families and loved ones who have supported them along this journey, those who have prayed, waited, and sacrificed. May they feel your pride and presence in this moment as well. God, we ask that you continue to strengthen our community with unity, understanding, and respect. Let this ceremony remind us that true service is rooted in love and humility. We give you thanks for the Greensboro Police Department and for all those who serve. Grant them safety in every shift, peace in every challenge, and joy in the fulfillment of their duty. We offer this prayer in your holy name. Amen.
Please be seated. Now I would like to call forward Greensboro Police Chief John Thompson to offer his remarks and welcome our special guest.
Good afternoon. Who said that? All right. I'd like to thank everyone for taking the time to come out this afternoon in support of the Greensboro Police Department and the 118th Police Academy class. This is always a challenge when we have to come up here because I can see nothing but light right now in my eyes, and so I apologize if it looks like I'm squinting. I'm used to looking up and actually seeing people's faces, and I can't see anybody out there. So I want to take a moment to thank some of our elected officials that have joined us today to show their support for the Academy class in the Greensboro Police Department. We have with us Mayor Nancy Vaughn. We have Mayor Pro Tem Mary Kay Abuzader. We have Councilwoman Thurm and Councilwoman Pender. And I can't see if there's anybody else that came in. All right, that looks like it. So also like to take the opportunity to thank city leadership that's here in attendance today and any other elected officials that are joining us. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank our law enforcement partners, other organizations that are here to support the Greensboro Police Department. Thank you to those from the community that have taken the time to come here and show support for our organization. And finally, I'd like to express my deepest gratitude to every single police officer and member of our professional staff, all of whom have chosen to dedicate their time and talent to serving this great city. I'd like to take a moment to really speak to two groups here today. First, the family, friends here to support the members of the 118th Police Academy. And then second, speak directly to the members of the 118th Police Academy. So to the family and friends and supporters, I ask for you to think and remember three things: patience, support, and pride. Patience due to the long nights, the missed holidays, the tough calls, and all the difficulties and challenges that come with this noble profession. Support for the soon-to-be officers here on the stage as they come into one of the most trying professions where support can be lacking, recognition for the amazing work can oftentimes be minimalized. Lastly, pride. Not just pride for the members on this stage, but be proud of your role in their success and recognize that their achievements and successes are your achievements and successes. To the graduating class, you are becoming a member of a premier law enforcement agency during a very exciting time. We are one of the highest paid, best incentivized of any departments in the state. You have received some of the best training, arguably in the country, in the police academy. We are a department of innovation using new technology and specialized units to fight crime. And who knows, you might even become a viral social media meme if you're lucky. Our community truly supports us every day in our efforts to make Greensboro safe for all people. With this, I ask you to remember 4 tenets that have influenced my career, and hopefully they will guide you as you move forward in your career. Compassion, service, hard work, and humility. All things we do with compassion. As the police motto directs, we protect and serve. Always remember to serve. Hard work is a principle I have tried to live by every day. There's a quote from Gandhi, one of my favorite quotes, and he says that satisfaction lies in the effort, not in the attainment. Full effort is full victory. Lastly, do your work with humility. I'm sure most of you, like the officers who came before you, chose the profession for service to others and not recognition. But please always remember to keep a humble heart. I am fortunate that I have hired a social media manager that keeps me humble daily. But find whatever in your life you need to make sure you keep yourselves humble every day that you come in to do your job. In closing, thank you, family and friends, for your support, for the recruits here on the stage, and members of the Class 118, thank you for choosing a career of service.
A police officer will face numerous challenges throughout their career, and no one can do this job alone. To be successful, it is essential to have the support of family and friends. It is through your support that these 25 recruits have made it through this academy, and we thank you. Now, please allow me to take a moment to introduce our training division staff. These individuals have been dedicated and they have committed themselves to our success as an organization through the development, education, and training of its personnel. This staff works tirelessly on numerous projects and programs while providing unwavering support to these recruits as well as our sworn officers and our professional staff. They are truly a team of professionals with whom I am proud to be associated. Lieutenant Candy Vaughn, Sergeant Chris Wingfield, Corporal Chandler Miller, Range Master Officer Dan Harris, Lead CCT Instructor and Taser Instructor Tim Jordan, Lead Driving Instructor Nick Ingram, and Michelle Hebert, who is actually an employee of the fire department, but she helps us through every day and through this program and many other things that we have to do. Please join me in giving these individuals a well-deserved round of applause. I would also like to thank members of the Greensboro Fire Department who are in attendance today. We share the training facilities with them, and we are grateful for their support and camaraderie. Historically, the Greensboro Police Department presents several very special awards during the Academy graduation. Today, we honor members of the 118th Police Academy who have distinguished themselves. I call upon our Police Academy School Director, Sergeant Chris Wingfield, and the Training Division staff to present the special awards.
All right. The first award we're going to give out is for the highest academic achievement award, right? During the course of the academy, the students are given 40 topical areas of instruction, ranging from constitutional law to driver's training to mental health awareness. Each student must pass each of these blocks of instruction while also preparing for the comprehensive state exam at the end of the course. The amount of studying required is demanding, both physically and mentally, as more material is presented over the course of delivery. During each class, we have one student who separates themselves academically by achieving the highest overall average during the academy. For the 118th Academy, the student finished with an overall average of 92.99%. The training staff is pleased to present the award of the highest academic average to Recruit Pickett. The next award is the Captain Dan Moore Memorial Physical Fitness Award. Each student is required to pass a physical fitness standard set by the state of North Carolina. For the 118th Academy, I'm proud to present the Captain Dan Moore Memorial Physical Award, or Physical Fitness Award, to Recruit Erkson. Firearms Award. The Firearms Award is presented by our firearms instructor, or lead firearms instructor, to the student who displayed excellent marksmanship skills in displaying the marksmanship skills. In addition to the award, each student is eligible for an individual award for scoring a 98% or higher during the qualification course. The recruits that reached this level of proficiency are recruits Cohen, if I just get you to stand, Recruit Cohen, Eberly, Long, and Mercosi. All right. Over the 2 weeks of firearms, more than 2 weeks at this point, the students are taken from basic firearms terminology to a state-required combat course where accuracy and weapon control is tested under stress. Students range from never firing a weapon to being well-versed with a firearm. Okay? One student was chosen from this class based on their firearms qualification scores and their overall firearms course performance. The recipient of the Firearms Award for the 118th Police Academy is Recruit Reichel. have your seat. The SCAT Award, which is an acronym for Subject Control Arrest Techniques, is the course that incorporates what you may know as defensive tactics. Each student is given instructions in handcuffing techniques, subject control, and officer safety. The department's SCAT instructor chose the student who not only demonstrates proficiency in the classroom and mat room, but also personifies those immeasurable components of heart and drive. For the 118th Police Academy, the recipient of this SCAT Award is presented to Recruit Erkson. The next award is the Instructor Award. The delivery of the Police Academy is an opportunity for each of our new employees to be given a block of instruction while also becoming part of the city of Greensboro and their new family at the police department. The 118th Police Academy consisted of roughly 1,000 hours of instruction that is provided by our assigned training staff and many instructors throughout the department. Each instructor brings something to the class that they are assigned and that they are an integral part of one of the best instructional academies in the Southeast. Even with all of that, we have instructors that step forward and demonstrate a commitment to both the department and the academy. For the 118th Academy, one instructor was chosen above the other instructors for their level of dedication in providing excellent instructions, quality work, and meeting the rigorous demands placed by both the state of North Carolina and the training staff. This instructor received excellent reviews by the students and was the lead instructor on a block that many students identified as one of the best that they sat through. It's my pleasure to present the Instructor Award for the 118th Police Academy to Detective Gregory Lehman.
On June 27, 1978, a brave hero of the Greensboro Police Department, Officer Michael Gray Winslow, lost his life in a vehicle crash while responding to assist another officer who had called for assistance. Michael was a member of the 50th PBIC, which was the Police Basic Introductory course that we now call the Police Academy. And since Michael had not yet turned 21 at the time of his class graduation, he had to wait until February 16, 1978, to be sworn as a Greensboro police officer. As a continuing memorial to Michael and his brief but impactful career, his family supports the Michael G. Winslow Memorial Award, which distinguishes overall excellence and professionalism exhibited by one member of each graduating class. The Michael G. Winslow Memorial Award is the highest honor an Academy graduate can receive. This award is presented on the basis of the selection by his class members themselves and serves as a lasting testimony that its recipients was found to possess those personal values, attitudes, and abilities, which are characteristic of a true police professional. Presenting the Michael G. Winslow Award is Sergeant Eric Early. Sergeant Eric Early received this award as a member of the 81st Police Academy. It is my honor and privilege to announce the recipient of the 118th Police Academy Michael G. Winslow Award winner, Recruit Marlo Wood. Now, as is customary at our graduation, A student is selected to represent them. At this time, I call forward Recruit Peppers to deliver the class address.
Good morning to Chief Thompson, command staff, honored guests, community members, friends, family, and of course, my fellow members of the 118th. Thank you all for joining us today to share this moment that so many have worked so hard to make happen. And to my fellow classmates, thank you for allowing me this opportunity to speak. It is a great honor to stand before you, and I only hope that I can do justice to the dedication that you have shown to become a graduate of the Greensboro Police Academy. Today marks the end of our time as cadets and the beginning of our careers as Greensboro police officers. To my classmates, congratulations. You dedicated yourself over the last half a year, sacrificing your time, comfort, and egos for just the chance to see yourself walk across the stage. We have earned this opportunity, and I look forward to celebrating our achievements with you all over the next week. However, I would also be remiss if I suggested we made it here alone. To the friends, family, loved ones, and children of all the 118th, know that everyone in this class is aware of the sacrifices that you have made. You were patient with us through hundreds of hours we spent at school or studying the night away. You listened to our concerns, gripes, and fears without complaint. You treated blisters, bruises, busted lips, and irritated bright red eyes with a smile. You were patient and there for us, and we could not have asked for any more. Now, we promise that we will be there for you in ways that we haven't been able to in the last 6 months. I would also like to thank the training staff. Many of us, myself included, had no prior law enforcement experience or military background. A paramilitary-style training environment was a brand new experience, something that Corporal Miller and Sergeant Wingfield were probably painfully aware of the first time they watched us attempt to march, and half of us ran into each other while we were all supposed to turn right. Despite these challenges, the training staff here at GPD molded us into the best possible officers we could be, and all of the graduates of the 118th saw the time the training staff dedicated to ensuring we were prepared for a career we chose. You missed just as many weekends, holidays, and birthdays as we did. You did the same physical training that you asked of us. And one of you lost a knee attempting to teach a rather large cadet how to escape from mount. Sorry, Officer Jordan, I promise I won't put anyone else on light duty while I work here. To all those that took the time to train us, allow me to extend a hearty thank you. From a first day at the academy, a single question was posed to every member of the 118th on a near daily basis. Almost every instructor of each block asked us this question to begin class. Sometimes it was a direct interrogation, another time it was hidden behind subtle wording. The majority of the time, however, it went unspoken. The only hint that it was there, the bright gleam of a bell we could ring to quit the academy as we sweat through PT or face the wrong end of a squealing Taser 10. The question was a simple one. Why become a police officer? Why suffer through PT? Why get tased, gassed, and pepper sprayed? Why fight a 6'6", 280-pound ex-college football player after doing enough burpees and squats to make the nearest trash can your closest friend? Why choose this career? A career that might ask you to risk your life for strangers that you'll never know. When I was asked this question, I always gave some half-correct answer. It was a dream of mine. I wanted to help people. I wanted to drive really fast with blue lights and sirens. But deep down, I always knew these answers weren't quite right. There was something else just underneath the surface, something I couldn't bring myself to say, or couldn't find the words to explain how I felt. I saw the same conundrum on my classmates' face, a brief bit of confusion. They felt the right answer, same as me, but we could never put it in the right words. Yet one day I found my nose in a book, this particular book being the Bible. I don't know why I was reading it that day. Maybe I was bored, or maybe I was looking for inspiration. Maybe I was simply praying I could finish my third 5-mile run after experiencing the absolute joy of Corporal Miller's "I want to see someone ring the bell and set a record" pace. Whatever the reason, I had thumbed to the book of Isaiah, where a particular passage caught my eye. Isaiah 6:8 states, "Also I heard the voice of the Lord saying, 'Whom shall I send? And whom will go for us?' Then I said, 'Here am I. Send me.'" Here I felt something familiar. A man is asked who the Lord should send to serve his cause, a service that might make him suffer, that might make others hate him, that might bring risk to life and limb. And yet Isaiah responded to the Lord without even knowing the full extent of what God asked of him. He did so unreservedly, willingly, righteously, seeking to serve for no other reason but for the pure holiness of God as he had witnessed in all his glory, and because he was the one there in that moment who could answer God's call. Reading this passage made me realize a simple truth. The question, why become a police officer, and whom shall I send, are one and the same. The question is nothing more than a call to serve. Those who answer this call do so willingly, unreservedly, and righteously. And I believe that the reason every graduate of the 118th answered such a call is simple. Because if not us, then who? We, the 118th, are here, and we want to serve our community, our city, our state, our nation, and to protect the streets we call home. Today, we will walk out of this ceremony with an everlasting symbol of the call to serve pinned on our uniform. The badge of a Greensboro police officer represents all we have worked to achieve over the last 28 weeks, and we should wear it with pride. Yet the same badge also represents something beyond our past and present accomplishments, more than even the oath that we will swear today. When you look at yourself in the mirror and see that shiny brass shield, know that you have committed yourself to a lifetime of service, not just a moment. Such a life demands nothing short of excellence, and excellence requires the fortitude to always answer me when we are faced with the question, who shall we send? Up to this moment, the 118th has answered that question with unwavering dedication, a dedication that developed into a brotherhood we all now share. Look no further for proof of this brotherhood than the long nights spent studying new material produced by the state. We were told to just read the book, and read we did. Hundreds, thousands of hours spent with our noses glued to computer screens and typing out passages. And while some of us may have read more than others, as evidenced by the sudden scarcity of Corporal Miller's push pins to track our retakes, more than one student took the time to become an impromptu tutor when their fellow cadets needed assistance to pass an upcoming exam. One cadet in particular took this challenge of mentoring us to heart, staying after class to lead study sessions, typing out hundreds of pages worth of notes, and encouraging us to bury ourselves in our studies. And while he might not be on the stage with us right now due to an unfortunate injury, I know that not a single member of the 118th would disagree with me that he still stands at the heart of our brotherhood. I am confident that without you, there would not be 25 people standing on this stage. Tate, I know you're watching right now, and I want you to know that we will all be waiting for you in the 120th, brother. Further proof of our brotherhood of service was forged in the many hours spent with Corporal Miller improving our physical training. There, cadets did not ask, but demanded for the man beside him to push through all adversity. For some of us, that PT was very, very adverse. And while we may not all have escaped from misplaced bottle caps, surprise doctor's appointments that just so happened to overlap with scheduled runs, and 103-degree fevers that turned a brief jog into a snot-filled nightmare, everyone on the stage today pushed through an intense program to become the best we could be. Many recruits put in additional hours. Cadets Marlo Wood, Spencer Wood, and Tyler Erkson have dedicated extra time out of their days, often arriving at the training center at 4 a.m. or staying several hours after dismissal, to work with those of us who knew we needed the extra conditioning. And work we did. Leaving our egos and pride at the door, we accepted the stark truth that we would never be fit enough for this job. When lives are on the line, one simply cannot risk that they may be physically incapable of performing in the line on duty. And finally, I saw evidence of our brotherhood of service in the fight we showed when the only possible outcome of training was personal suffering. When our faces were painted bright orange with a can of pepper spray, no cadet surrendered to the searing heat in our eyes or the scorching heat on our skin. We fought through, staying in the fight, our focus on the singular mission to serve. We faced the taser with a smile, until the probes hit at least, when there was more than a few screams. Still, we all hopped back up, some of us hopping mad, others laughing and sore. We gassed ourselves to the point of sickness and then responded to practicals where we fought men larger and more experienced than us. And some on the stage before you faced a great loss in their personal lives during this academy, facing situations that would have made a lesser man quit. These recruits showed the heart to answer the call no matter the circumstance, serving as both a pillar of support for their heartbroken families and still showing up to class every day, willing themselves through what may have been the hardest time in their lives. To those of you on this stage that showed such heart, know that the rest of the 118th saw your sacrifice and that we will always have your back. To conclude, allow me to leave you with this. A wise man in the Greensboro Police Department once said, "Don't quit, never quit." I ask that you take this slogan to heart. Up until this very moment, we have all shown a willingness to answer a bold question. We were asked, "Who shall I send?" We answered, "Send me." We answered with blood, with tears, with time and sacrifice. But now, with our shiny new badges, we will face that same question throughout our future careers. Every call for service we respond to, no matter the danger. Every citizen we interact with, despite their circumstances. Every class offered past graduation to improve our skills. Every chance to be truthful and just. Make no mistake about it, 118th. These are all the same test, a challenge to see if you will still answer the call to serve. To be worthy of the badge we now wear, we must always answer that call. My fellow graduates, there is not one of you upon this stage today that I would not trust with my life. I only hope you feel the same of me. I have seen the discipline that all our mentors, teachers, and command staff have instilled within us. I have witnessed your willingness to improve your mind and bodies. I believe, as a wise sergeant once instructed us, that you are comfortable being uncomfortable. I have full faith in each and every one of you that with the training we received over the last 6 months, you will all become great officers that serve your community well. I ask of you only this: never grow complacent with who you are. Always seek to improve yourself, to challenge yourself, to become better than the man you were yesterday. Never be afraid to make a mistake, but never allow yourself to be satisfied making them. Let every member of the 118th wake up and find a way to answer the call to serve. Congratulations, 118th. You have all earned the right to call yourself a Greensboro police officer. Be proud of the work that you have put into this great accomplishment and take the time to reflect on all you have achieved. And while we may be close to finishing the ceremony, please remember, if you hear thunder in the next few minutes, that does not dismiss you. Thank you. God bless you all.
Thank you, Recruit Peppers. Sergeant Wingfield, at this time, please prepare the 118th Police Academy for graduation and receipt of their diplomas and badges of office.
Class, on your feet. Left face. Forward march.
At this time, I will call each recruit up to receive their diploma and to have their badge pinned. Each recruit has selected a loved one to pin his badge on him for the first time. If you will be pinning a badge, I would ask that you line up to my right, your left of the stage as I read your loved one's name. Kevin Armenta, being pinned by his father, Jose Luis Armenta. Brian Cohen, being penned by his wife, Jashelle Cohen. Jalen Day, being penned by his father, Joseph Day. Adam Eberly, being penned by his parents, Aaron and Angela Eberly. Ben Eckhart, being penned by his mother, Cammie Eckhart, and his aunt. Tyler Erkson, being penned by his mother, Shannon Gross. Andrew Harris, being penned by his father, Sean Harris. Brandon Head, being penned by his wife, Juliana Head. Andrew Kircher, being penned by his mother, Cheryl Kircher. Adam Lacey, being penned by his fiancee, Michaela Felton, and his mother. Dustin Long, being penned by his wife, Brittany Long. Samuel Massey, being penned by his father, Samuel Massey, Jr. Enrique Montez, being penned by his girlfriend, Julia Zamora. Tommy Wynn, being penned by his mother, Snow Wynn. Stephen Peppers, being penned by his parents, Lance and Kaylin Peppers, and significant other. Chase Pickett, being penned by his girlfriend, Olivia Jackson. Elijah Reichel, being penned by his father, Andrew Reichel. Dominique Reynolds, being penned by his mother, Joanna Reynolds. Anthony Riccozzi, being penned by his father, Matthew Riccozzi. Stephen Sparks, being penned by his wife, Jennifer Sparks, and children. Samuel Till, being penned by his father, Gerald Till. Chase Vaughn, being penned by his mother, Sherry Vaughn. Charles Watson, being penned by his wife, Jade Watson. Dennis Wood, being penned by his parents, Dennis and Cindy Wood. Marlo Wood, being penned by his parents, Alonda Ferguson and Christopher Wood.
I will now ask City Clerk Tori Frink to administer the oath of office. A special thank you to Lawndale Baptist Church, who provided the Bibles for each of the recruits.
Hello. Please place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand and repeat after me.
Class, left, face.
I state your name.
Stephen Drew Peppers. I, Chase Aaron Pickett. I, Elijah Andrew Reichel.
I, Dominic Joseph Reynolds. I, Anthony Ryan Riccozzi. I, Stephen Thomas Sparks.
I, Samuel Garrett Hill. I, Chase Elliott Vaughn.
I, Charles Edwin Watson.
I, Dennis Spencer Wood.
I, Marlo Allen Wood.
Do solemnly swear. That I will support. The Constitution. Of the United States. So help me God. I do further solemnly. And sincerely swear. That I will be faithful. And bear true allegiance. To the state of North Carolina. And to the constitutional. Powers and authorities. Which are or may be established. For the government thereof. And that I will endeavor to support. Maintain and defend. The Constitution of said state. Not inconsistent with. The Constitution of the United States. To the best of my knowledge and ability. So help me God. I do further solemnly swear. That I will be alert and vigilant. To enforce the criminal laws. Of this state. That I will not be influenced. In any matter. On account of personal bias or prejudice. That I will faithfully. And impartially execute. The duties of my office. As a law enforcement officer. For the city of Greensboro, North Carolina. According to the best of my skill. Abilities. Judgment. And according to law. So help me God. Congratulations.
All right, 118th Police Academy, you can be seated. First of all, congratulations, you just took your oath of office. And just piggybacking off of Officer Peppers, you were asked who will go, and you said, send me. There's a Chinese philosopher, Lao Tzu, that said a journey of 1,000 miles must start with one step. You guys already made your first step in starting the academy, and now you're making your second step in graduating the academy. As you continue this journey of law enforcement, you're going to have rough times, you're going to have tough times, but remember, the toughest journey is the journey that you try to walk alone. Make sure you lean on the people here with you. You didn't graduate by yourself. You have hundreds of other officers and support groups around you. You have family, you have friends that you should always lean on. Continue to answer the call, because remember, the only journey that you cannot make is the journey that you never start. So start the journey, keep moving forward. I congratulate each and every one of you, and I thank you for your efforts in the academy. Sergeant Wingfield, you may dismiss the 118th Police Academy.
Class, on your feet. Right face. Forward march.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the graduation of the 118th Police Academy. We'd like to thank you again for your attendance and your support, and we ask that you wait in the lobby while our new officers complete some necessary paperwork. They will join you in the lobby as soon as they're finished. Thank you.